You need a mind to search. You don't need a mind to be what you are. You need a mind to have a goal, to deconstruct the goal, to understand, to have discrimination, to get revelations. You don't need a mind to realize who you really are. So, how long it will take to oneself to still keep the mind as a hope towards total tranquility and natural joy. Let the mind expresses itself, let the mind fade away. It's not your concern. Who you are, just be that. Consciously. Once consciously. That's called realization. After even this so-called consciousness comes and goes. It's a quality. So if there is any unclarity about it, because don't say too easily, of course. You see, we have many unconscious hidden corners where we keep something cherishable. And when you think that who you are is not subject, doesn't depend on time and space, but that your mind is a fruit of time and space, is a fruit of evolution. It looks like we carry a luggage, very important, and very strangely, you don't need the mind to realize, but you need a mind to search for realization till that split second of ungrasping the whole thing. So if there is anything you want to ask about that, something not fitting what you think, please expose it. It's very important to be sure about what is said. So who you are is not the result of the evolution. All the expressions from it are depending or are subject to evolution. And very strangely, it is in a human mind. It is in a matured human mind that the thought of freeing oneself from birth and death, from the belief one is born and dies, that comes only in a ripe mind. Yeah, like a fruit. A fruit, when it is really ripe, he falls, drops from the tree. So do not doubt about your maturity or ripeness, because if you are here, if you are attracted by that thought, I want to realize who I am, I want to free myself, it means there is a space in the brain for that. So no excuse about non-being ripe. But the clever mind can delay. But everybody is ripe. Otherwise it would run away from here, I tell you. It's quite unbearable. And you have to be aware that you may agree that the mind constructs all the time. And with the satsang, one starts to deconstruct or remove the constructions the mind makes. But you see, one will be left to be somebody having done this and then having done that. So it is not enough to reduce oneself to emptiness. Realization is that's a very uncatchable moment to fit or fitting. I am that. If this doesn't happen, you may remain as a accomplisher of some state or as a philosopher. So just see what you really want to be. That is the freedom of everybody. Yes,
when you talk about mind can construct something, so when you talked yesterday about that it's possible that there can be a long state of beingness.
Yes, sure.
can be that it looks like. So suddenly doubt appeared. Even I thought kind of searches.
Yes, of course.
It's,
Beingness stops the search. Being in beingness stops the search.
yeah, thank you. Because it's very relieving, I must say, to be sure. This search, now there is no search anymore.
Yeah, but who was no search?
Yeah.
Realization is not equal to no search. It's a quality of it, but you cannot say it's no search.
I think.
Very good. I told you one big doubt suddenly can come up. Then and to listen to it is very healthy. I understood you well. So what happens now to this beingness? Comes and goes, as it were. But one didn't want to see it. Yes. So, you see, no, don't do anything. Whatever you can know or feel is an expression of who you are.
I'm happy that I have expressed
Sure, sure. But that's why I encourage to speak. Very nice. Concentrated.
Somehow feels like background, even if it's a landing, but it's a bit shaky background somehow.
After what you hear, or you came like that?
No, it's now.
I know why it's shaky.
Yes.
I guess I'm very happy it's shaky. Because then it means you landed somewhere. And the somewhere probably looked very much like what?
Less sticky and more of a comfort. I don't know if it's a comfort zone.
Comfortable, okay, but what you would say, what did you find comfortable? To have found you back home, to have found something different, what was it?
Well, mind couldn't really fill and interfere and add and construct or deconstruct. It's much more quiet anyway.
Yeah,
Even if
okay.
it's a platform, it just felt much more.
Yeah, great.
Somehow
Of
safe.
course. So it is not subject, that platform is not subject to becomings.
Right. Felt like that. It felt like that.
Yeah. Good. No. It's like that.
Right.
It's like that. So it's often indicated as being. Don't you contact that?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Once you are there, you see. It's really like you attained the object of a search. You see, sometimes out of the blue, some people are thrown there, out of the blue. But most of the time, after having followed the indications in Satsang, one doesn't stop anymore to concepts and so on, and so is left with what? With a background, with beingness, from where everything is possible. You see? It's quiet, and from there it can also not be quiet, but you identify yourself there. This looks much more real. In fact, it's much more deep than everything else. It's a deep, in the consciousness, it's deep.
So then you shook it up.
I shook, yes, because it belongs to someone. One knows it, one knows very well, and enjoys and is peaceful because of that. He knows very well what he lives. So there is not much to be done now. If you let yourself to be shaken, So who is aware of that shaking, that I am is shaken? Who is aware of that? Cannot be the one who is in I am. So who is aware of that? I was there, now it's shaken.
Shaking.
Shaking. I understood, I said, let you be shaken. Sure. But then let's go a bit further. The shaking will not last. It will not last, the shaking. Huh? So, to make it a shortcut, who is aware of that? Don't try to figure it out. And yet, who is aware of that? Don't figure it out. You are shaking. Don't grasp it more. There is something who is aware of that. That's what you are. That's what you are, but not the same. It's a word, not the same as a platform. So don't search anymore, remain there as you always have been. And you remain there as you always have been when you don't go back to stories of being settled somewhere and being shaken and this and that. All that, you see, it comes from who you are in reality. Or what you are. That's why they can be shaken, all those states, you see, because they depend on something else. So it can be the object of loss or shaken or whatever. All what happens, you see, is in the mind. The mind creates things and the mind removes things. The mind stabilizes himself somewhere and then the mind is shaken. Yes. So all that are expressions, comes from who you are. So never search anymore what you always are. Is there any rising argument?
No.
Okay.
No, I mean I could go back to past and see how we really have I've tricked myself, or I tricking.
Yes,
Constantly
great.
monkeying this and
Don't
that.
stay
But I
too
don't
long
like-
there, but
right.
it's normal to wonder how much we have tricked oneself.
Right.
Yes, yes, yes.
That seems clear.
Okay, okay. If it is clear, there is really nothing to do. You don't need to keep this clarity. Otherwise, you trouble, you interfere for your sudden realization. It's clear. You cannot forget that. It's clear. So don't.
That's, yeah.
Tell.
No, there's always the apprehension that this can,
No, this clarity cannot go. It's clear, you have seen that. Okay,
But it feels like I've seen it before.
listen. Realization, if it depends on the clarity of mind, cannot be who you are, you see. Okay, so don't worry if it goes. And I didn't hear anything similar from you. Maybe something about it, but this is different. What you expressed to me is different from what I heard from you before. So you can lose it, doesn't matter. But then don't go back to the mind. Otherwise, keep this. This is better than any other garbage. But you want to realize yourself. So, what is missing for that? You are too young? Tell me what happens. It's important. Tell me what happens. Are you there, first of all? As Horus, are you there? In which shape?
It's just like that line from the old man Cheng where he talks about the saplings in the wind, like that. It feels like that. It's a little sapling in the wind. Feels like that.
Okay, a last experience of your Horus hood. Cannot help. Let it last the time it has to last, but don't be fascinated by that. It's just a phenomena, which is a consequence of a long search. Just a phenomena. In the mind.
Ganga.
Oh, I don't know. Let me see first if I jump on you. Wait. I have to finish off this one. You are very happy to be relieved from me?
You give so much always.
Pardon?
You give so much always.
Always.
You give so much always.
I can give more. Because it's not mine. Anyway, Horus, who was blind, is no more blind, so there is no Horus anymore. Yeah. I don't leave you, but I will answer. Yeah? Gone! That was very light then. Lakshmana! Some spiritual news.
Happy to be here.
It will come in your songs.
Yeah.
And you are the same.
Same. Maybe in Tiro I felt very good to
But the life
well, it's good
fits
to
you there. The life fits you there.
yeah. No, I like being there for that and some time.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever.
But you don't speak about yourself like that.
Hmm?
You don't speak about yourself in telling that.
No, it's good to spend some time for myself and,
Sure.
and
I don't find that you changed,
I didn't change. Okay. Yes.
but I like it.
Yeah. No, I feel happy, but that time there was very good, so I felt more a bit stronger in that.
Yeah, very good. Where is Bajra? Ah, he went. Good timing.
And you say that who I am has nothing to do with evolution, or evolution is not part of who I am. Something really knows this.
Okay.
And I could go to what you said about the mind, it's an evolved mind and so on, but somehow, of course, it feels true. It is a long story that brought me here.
Sure.
Although I cannot describe my mind as an evolved. Still,
we speak about that. We see about that. Yeah.
So I don't know what I just want to say that it feels so true if you say it.
Okay, but then you see, you have to honor that because it feels so true. It's even more than a feeling. It is like that. It is. See. Now make it. What for did you search? You search to realize who you are, who you ever have been. So honor it, so don't go on searching, don't be interested in different whatever offers are there and so on. Or take them just as they are, phenomena which comes and goes. This is the thing.
When these people say, I can describe what's going on, so obviously it's not me, it's just this thing.
Okay, is it your experience, or you repeat what I say?
No, I just look, I can describe what's going on.
So it's not who you are.
No.
Okay, then why?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you? Are you lost?
No, it's just a nice state. That's all. Just
No, it's a nice state. So you are not a state.
no.
So it's about states or about who you are.
About who I am.
So are you very far?
No, it just seems like from this state it can seem like it is more possible to realize than being.
If you stay in the state, you cannot realize. Why do you say you are a state? You just said, I see states.
Yeah.
So you are not in the state.
I'm not in a state.
You are not, if you can see that even, but you did some wrong sentence, you see.
The mind is in a state.
Yeah, the mind is always in a state. So you describe the mind. So you are not in a state because you describe it. You describe the mind. So where are you? Physically here, no.
No, I mean,
Where are you? It's easy. You say something.
here. I mean, that's all. I don't know.
Okay, you are here.
Yes. I mean, what else to say?
You are. You are yourself.
It's just tricky with words.
No.
No.
I know those. Oh, no. You are yourself. That's why you can see any state of the mind. I am not. That's why I said, is it your conviction? Is it your experience? You said yes. So, where are you? Are you far away from yourself to see that? No. Then that's what is there any matter more for you?
Any?
Affair more, any search more, anything to find out more.
I think so. Probably not.
Probably not. You introduce a doubt. How can you say probably not? Surely not. Surely not. You say probably because you link. There is still a link with the mind. You cannot say probably. But don't learn the lesson, and you have to be sincere, everybody, to answer. So you see, so there still is a link. Probably, I say probably because you still have not seen as clear as you think that what you can describe is not yourself. But it's on the way. Okay? Great. Here you have to really keep quiet. Don't go with your mind. Not a single time. Just a moment. There is only one.
French time.
So it's nearly time or what?
Quarter to 13 to
2.
3:13.
How come you?
Then it stopped.
It's funny.
It's more easier.
Okay. Let's see. Oh,
More easy.
let me see. You understand now. I have been distracted. I read like a kid, I read the big one for the small. Chalo.
I'm a little confused about the seer.
Okay.
It doesn't disturb much, but noticing that, is that too much?
To what? Too much? Too?
It's
Because I don't know. You speak about what? Okay, the seer, but tell me a bit more. It's too much to what? To name it? To experience it? No. To what?
I guess if I'm seeing that there's a seer.
Mm. Try to tell a bit clearer question. So, yeah.
Where it comes from is very sort of endless. Feels like sort of endless space.
From where this seer comes from?
Yeah.
But you see that's endless space. See, is it the same seer?
Exactly. I think it's not.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's sort of so subtle. It's sort of comes and it's not.
Okay. I guess when you say the seer, you mean the one who sees the life going on? You call that the seer?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. So, in more simple word, more common word, it's I. Huh? I can be identified, so he will not see, he is identified, or he can be the witness, the seer of what's going on. But it's always I. Huh? That's seer. Okay. Now, it's interesting to spot it. Because if you can spot it, it means you are not that. Now, if you start to describe from where it comes from, you are creating spaces more and more subtle ad infinitum, endlessly. There will always be another seer more subtle than that seer. So that is a vicious circle. Yes. It's always I who can deepen or refine himself at eternity. Really. So you are still in the mind. So once you see the seer, don't go more in subtleties of the mind, the complexities of the mind, because he's a creator. So, do you see now the seer of your life? No. So where are you now? Who are you now? What do you see now? Maybe yes.
I could say nothing, but it's not.
Okay.
That. I mean, there's nothing there.
Okay.
Really.
So I see there is nothing there. Okay. So you speak of a experience, a feeling
Yes.
you have, but I is there, and you think you are I. or when you say, I see nothing there, where do you identify yourself?
Can you repeat that?
When you say there is nothing there, you can identify with the nothingness or with I who sees the nothingness, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. But then I will ask you, who sees the nothingness? I, no? Okay. Now I is expressed, no? You have thrown this I out. Nothingness is already so far out, we will not pick it up back. Now I is thrown out. Now you see I. So you cannot be the I also. Now don't go into your mind, don't create something, just stay there. Trying not to pick up always the mind. Let it rise, having its thing, but don't go with it, don't entertain it as if there was something there. Okay?
Yes.
So, like this, you don't create seers after seers.
Yeah, this is what I was...
Okay, okay.
This very subtle...
It will always be subtle, you see. Even this I, is it not subtle when one feels experience, I am no more I. It will become subtle, sure. But then
It
who
feels
says?
too much though. It's just
So it's better to be very simple. Who says that? Who feels that? There will be I, the seer. But then you are not the seer you mention. Don't search more, don't go into thinking. Be what you already are, who sees the seer. And after the seer, it will be something else. Something else and something else. But you are not what is changing in front of you or in you.
this happens also.
Mm.
It's sort of a shift. Sometimes it's like what you describe, and
Yeah.
sometimes
Of course. But then when you are aware of something going on, you can ask, to whom this happens? You cannot reply something else than I, isn't it? Then who am I? If I can express I, then what?
I
I'm
think
not.
it's just when this arises, I just didn't quite know what to do with
Okay,
this.
but now you know?
Now I know.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
You are seeing something?
Mm-hmm.
You look at something?
For a moment.
Okay, so you are not what you look. And now you are looking at what now? Okay, so you are not what you don't look. Some are mad, some are wise, and some are normal. Oh, this is a boar. How many times in Satsang you have? More?
Usually more.
Huh?
Till next week, till next Tuesday.
Ah, you go on Tuesday. So, 2 more.
2 more.
Enough. You see why it looks so, it may look so difficult to let go because whatever accomplishment you have, you made a lot of efforts. You see. It's like a victory. Finally, I arrived there, and so it's very cherished place. But you see, to realize who you are, this is the price of it. You have to demystify what you cherished so much and then to let go, to let it go. And that for a while may be hard, but it's just a feeling. It's just a big imagination, because one believed so much yet to search, to realize. It's true and it's not true. It's true because if you don't have the desire for realization, you don't realize. But it's not true because it's not through the mind that you realize. So just be aware of that. You too.
Keep talking to me as well.
Of course. Too many, I guess. That's why this which was so comfortable becomes very uncomfortable, and quite a few run away from here. Exactly there.
The rightness you're talking about.
No, the cherished attainment. That's quite unbearable. And if not, you are lucky then. Many run away from here. That's why the number remains. No problem. Something else? So have a beautiful afternoon.